Another video on the black car. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. When you guys will be seeing this, it will be Monday afternoon. So hope you guys had a killer weekend. And a happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. I know we're a day late, but busy running around and all that fun stuff. But we are getting close with the Grand National, and as you guys can tell by the title and thumbnail of this video, we are almost ready to go to the track. We are very, very close. But before we start talking about the car, let's just quiz Elora here. Actually, we're not even going to quiz you. We're just going to ask you some thoughts and what your opinions are. So, what do you think of the stand over here in front of the car? Why do you have the lightsaber? So, what are your impressions of the Grand National here? What do you think? Do you like it? Now, I know you like the cow. The cow's like your favorite, and you did like the Boosted Rooster, but you weren't able to drive it.
Yeah, that was...
Sorry, we got rid of it too quick.
I like this one, but I think it's too loud.
It's too loud. Were you here for it? I don't think you've ever heard it.
No, I think you like FaceTiming one time.
Loud via FaceTime.
Yeah.
That's...
No, you showed me on video, that's what it was.
Yeah. So you don't like how loud it is on video. God, you're going to hate it in person.
I don't like when it's really, really loud. Like Jason's car, I don't like how loud that is.
Yes, this is like exactly like Jason's car.
Yikes.
So you're going to have to get some earmuffs. We'll be walking around with earmuffs when we're running it.
Okay.
It actually won't be a bad idea.
I don't expect those.
Everyone's been commenting on the videos on this channel and the new LS Nasty YouTube channel, which is the first link in the description below. So if you guys don't follow that, go check that out. But I did have a video of this car running up on the LS Nasty YouTube channel, and a bunch of you guys on this YouTube channel have also said that we need ear protection when we are working on the car with it running, and I agree. It is super loud, and when we get done running it, we get it warm, and for some stuff you have to start it and run it. It is very loud, and when you get done running it, it's just like all fuzzy hearing, sounding, if that makes any sense. If you guys are at the track, you'll understand what I'm talking about, like when you're close to it. Yeah, it's like, it's static. It's so loud that like when you're in the car and it's running with like no ear protection on, it's just like, there's just so much noise, you can't even describe it.
I feel like your ears like panic.
Yeah, it's ear overload.
I don't know
so,
what to do.
How do you feel about this not being a turbo car? Do you not even care at this point?
What kind of car is it then?
It's got a supercharger.
Wait, what's the difference between that and the turbo?
So the turbo has...
Isn't that a turbo though?
No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me! The front hat, from like here forward, it is a turbo, but see all this stuff back...
Then don't yell at me, because I was right about one thing. I know what it looks like.
It does look like that, yes,
but this big, huge thing and that thing, what is that?
Well, this is... The piping is just like... They'll be piping like that on a turbo car. But this, it's gear driven. It doesn't have... It doesn't...
Supercharger.
Yeah, oh, look at you. What kind of...
I knew it all.
What kind of supercharger? It really says it right on it. It says it in every thumbnail.
A billet? No.
It's a billet block. You're close.
I was close. HEMI.
It's a HEMI. Yes, it's a billet HEMI. We're very close. It literally says right on it. Oh God, got my bullhorn.
Where? A Procharged.
Wow.
Supercharger.
Wow. Look at you go.
Oh my God! It says it right there.
Look at you go.
Look
at you. Look at you.
Oh, I looked at that.
That was nice. Let's get into this video here. Enough talking. First, we'll run over here to this list, which we had whipped up. And as you can see, we've been knocking stuff off of it. This whole board was full at one point. So, what we need for the car right now, I'll read it over here, and then we'll go and look at it on the car. T-bolt clamps for the throttle body, for the charge pipe. Collector supports, because those are going to be very important so we don't kill someone. Install new fire bottle. That is also very important because fire bottles are a good idea to have. Hydraulic lines for trans coolers. It's got some rubber lines on there. We need to change that. New plugs. We got that. So I'm going to just... I don't know if they're in the car. It's going to be a whole nother video. I got a lot to talk about spark plugs on this car. Scale car, setup shocks, control arm angles. This has already been done. I'll put a little star next to it. I don't know. Guys, don't judge me with my left hand here. And do a little star. That's not too bad. Because that is done, we're just waiting for Jason to tell us where to put the bars. Unfortunately, that's kind of important and can't tell you guys about that. So you guys will not know the exact bar angles and anti-squat and all that stuff. But this is in the process of being done. Crank up, verify ignition timing. That is done. Put base tune up in computer. That is done. take to the track for test and tune. We're hoping to go this Thursday. So the list, as you can see, is pretty small. Here are the other parts that we need. So this is like what we need to do, and then these are the parts that we need. So Bosch 044 mounts for the shock can. So is an external reservoir on these Mentor shocks, and that bracket will work for the reservoir, the external reservoir. They are the same size. Check anti-roll bar extension. So we need to get new little anti-roll bar HEMIs, because right now, as the shock would extend, it would max out the anti-roll bar. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Bullhorn supports. They sell like a little kit with HEM joints on like Jerry Bickle's website. The fire bottle we need, the T-bolt clamps we need, push bar and cooler lines, and verify timing. We already did that. And then I have to torque the bead locks and get new front tires. So we're getting down to it there. Here, as you can see over here, Tim McCamus, collector supports, push bar parts, and the Bosch fuel pump canister thing, majigger holders. So, over to the car now. We'll go from the front back. Fuel system, everything's good here. We need the T-bolt clamps up here. So they tell you to run silicone on this, so in case there is a backfire and this blows out, but there's still too much and it pops through and it's going to blow this pipe off, they're saying it'll blow the silicone off here. If it's one piece, it could break the blower. So I'd rather have it come off here and just put it back on than have to buy a new head unit. So this is something that we're going to see. If it just keeps blowing off under boost, then obviously we're going to have to put like a badass clamp on there. But for now, we're going to test it out. We're going to get some nice T-bolt clamps on there. It's bead rolled on each side, so it should, I'm hoping it should hang in there pretty tough. Moving just slightly, I guess it would be in front of that, we need to put collector supports on this. So pretty much what happens is these move a lot of air, and as you can see, they got a little wiggle to them. And that's not good. Now they are bolted up, but you need to have them tethered to the car. So you're gonna run a HEM joint from the collector like to the frame rail. Well, not, this isn't the frame rail, to a part of the frame, I guess you could say. And what that does is it takes a lot of weight off of it, and when you rev it, it doesn't shove itself down. You can see how it wants to come out of the hole pretty good there. Yeah, that's a lot of movement. So the bolts on there don't really do much, but the HEM is pretty important, because let's say this falls off in the burnout, you hit it real hard and it falls off and you run it over, this whole piece is going to get shot out like a dang rocket when it hits the back tires. I mean, it's going to, I think people were getting killed by this. So supports on those, very important. Got to pick up the front shocks up from Mentor, which I'll be doing that hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday, and slam those suckers in there, get the ride height set, and then go to bar angle. So we'll skip all the way to the back of the car, and what we're saying with bar angles, let me hop down here, is, so you see this bar up here and that bar there, they got a bunch of different holes for adjustments on the front and on the back, and you put those in different spots, and that's going to give you different anti-squat values and all that fun stuff. And yes, so we're not going to be able to tell you all that, but that's what we got going on. Those do need to be adjusted a little bit, because this car was not putting down the proper amount of anti-squat that we would like to run on this tire. Not really a good way to get a look at the anti-roll bar. This car is so low, it kind of sucks to get under, but somewhere up there, there looks like the HEM joints for the anti-roll bar. And as the car would extend, so the rear end is going to go down from the car, it's going to pull the anti-roll bar down, and those HEM joints, as you can see, maxed all the way out, are still too short, which is no bueno. So we need to get that fixed, because if that slams down, it's going to just knock the tires off instantly. Also, if we go back here, as you can see, we just got these canisters zip tied up. That's where you make the adjustments for the shocks, and pretty important to have those secure, and a zip tie is not going to do it. So just a bunch of little things so far. We're chipping away at it. Now, if we go inside the car, some things that it needs, I got another set of harnesses that I do need to put in here. So I need to take the seat out, run the harnesses all through everything, get them adjusted for me wearing a 20-layer suit, so I look like a snowman. Fire bottle goes right there. We need to get a fire bottle and have everything hooked up. Other than that, oh, 2 new parachutes. Definitely need new parachutes. One of these is not bad. One is wore slam out. That one is wore slam out. It looks like confetti. That one's no bueno. But this one over here is all right. But we're gonna see if we can get 2 new parachutes. So just a bunch of little things at this point. We have been plugging away, getting stuff done. Ben and Logan have been killing it. Ben has been doing a ton of work on this. Logan swings by and helps us. We got the right push rods in there. We got the right rocker arms. We got the geometry and everything squared away. So everything is looking good right now. Oh, God. Are you kidding me?
Knock something over. I wanted to try this on, but I look awful.
Wow. I really don't know what to say.
You wanted me to put it on.
When did I...
My shirt's coming off.
When did I ask that?
The other day.
Wow.
I feel like a farmer.
That's not what farmers look like. God, the udders are just really throwing me for a loop here.
Why is one of them not?
Wes got a hold of it, is what happened. Wes sucked the stuffing right out of that udder. Wow, that is...
This is awful. You really could have picked something better.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't going for... Wow. Yeah, we're... everyone... Alright, so we have been plugging away at this. The last video that we put up on the LS Nasty YouTube channel, which I will put a card up somewhere over here, somewhere up top. We did verify timing. So the timing that the motor is actually producing and the timing that is in the Holly are matched up. So that's something very important, because if this thing is set to 30 degrees of timing in the computer, we have it set to 20 degrees, we're off 10 degrees, so it'd just be 10 degrees greater. We'd be burning stuff up, blowing stuff up. It just wouldn't be ideal. So we got that marked off. We got the right spark plugs, which I'm going to do a whole video because there's some crazy spark plugs on this. God, you're still doing it. And yeah, so I got a bunch of questions about running coil on plug instead of running a magneto. But yes, we are running coil on plug, and I have been seeing a lot of guys going to coil on plug, and I don't think it'll be an issue. I don't think we're going to have too little spark. But I think we'll get it done without a magneto, no problem, for what we're looking to do with this. So plugging away, we got a bunch of spare parts. So the plan is, now here's the plan. The plan is, you'll see this video on Monday. If we can get it all wrapped up, we're going to do like a track rental on Thursday if the weather's good, but the weather's not looking good. Cause I like to do it on Thursday because it goes from track rental to test and tune, so you have a little bit more time. Plus, the track's normally good on Thursdays at Go Out Motorsports Park. So the plan was going to be, it still is tentatively, depending on weather and all this fun stuff, but test the car Friday during the day, do a 60-foot hit, do a 100-foot hit, and just make sure the car's working good. And if the car's working good, if it's doing what it's wanting, if it's acting how we want it to act, we're just going to progress faster and faster, go further and further. Not have the car turned up by any means, just have it turned all the way down, and just make sure the car itself will do what we're looking for. Go straight, leave good, not pop the intake off, not do something stupid, not run out of fuel, just all that, you know, it's a brand new setup, so we're literally shaking it down. So go through, do 60-foot hits. Once we're good and comfortable with 60-foot hits, go a little bit further, and hopefully by the end of the night, be able to make a full pull. So if all goes well, if we can get a full pull out of there, car's looking good, everything's going straight, we got all the sensors working right, no big issues, then we would take the car back. Obviously, we're going to take it back. We're not going to leave it at the track. And we're going to do maintenance on it, make sure it's good, check the bearings, check everything, check the oil, make sure everything is good 100%, and we'll get the car ready to go to Street Car Takeover Charlotte, which would be the following week, the 25th, 26th, 27th, I believe. It's at Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So the plan is, if all goes well, now I know the way this build has been going, the car was supposed to be turnkey, and I would say it was pretty far from turnkey. Yes, it did start up and crank, but there was a number of serious issues with the car that if you ran it, you were just going to destroy it. You were just going to break a ton of shit, and it would just not have been good. We've gone through as much as we can, and we think, you know, I'm pretty confident. I feel good about it. I know Ben feels good about it. Jason's looked at it. Logan's looked at it. Chris has looked at it. We've all been going through, and it looks pretty good now. We're getting everything all ironed out and straightened out. I had a bunch of help from a number of different people, and I appreciate that. And what we got going on now is hopefully we take it out there, it does what it's supposed to do, we can bring it back, do some maintenance to it, and then go and take it to the first event. I know running at Street Car Takeover, it's going to be tough because the track prep out there is normally not ideal, and we're probably going to have the most horsepower. So just because we got, you know, a HEMI and a Procharged doesn't mean that we're going to go and win every event. Everyone's still got to get down the same track. And that's the name of the game. So that is the game plan now that you guys are up to date. What are you doing?
I'm not wearing pants. I was gonna try this on.
It's slightly large for you.
I have shorts on. Yeah, okay. So, I wanna try this one on. I like this one better. I'm more of a quarter zip gal myself.
Very, very tough to focus around here today, but we're getting it done. No, we will not have the front clip painted or anything like that. We will not have the headlights in it. That's further down the road. We will not have zoomies on it. We're going to get everything squared away and acting as it should now, and then we are going to get all that stuff taken care of later on. So we're hoping that we can get everything done, the car works well, and the weather is nice, and we can get some data on Thursday, but that's the plan right now. Right now it's Sunday afternoon. You guys will be seeing this Monday. I got a banger video coming out for you guys tomorrow, so you guys definitely don't want to miss that. But other than that, Elora, am I missing anything else? Man, you are just...
Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. God, that's so bad. You have to do that. No, do that again. It's not.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
What if it was live?
Thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.
You're right.